What is up, besties? It is your girl Karmic, back to you again with another video, and this time I wanted to be nosy because I keep seeing it in the comments. We haven't heard anything about Ari and Ethan in a while, and I wanted to check out what was going on with their relationship, and I also wanted to find out what was going on with Wicked. So in today's video, I wanted to give you guys a pop culture reading because I know that not everybody's going to be into a pick a card that we're doing this week. Totally fine. Unless you're watching this 3 years in the future, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's totally fine. But I figure we'll start the week off with Ari and Ethan, an update. I don't hear about them anymore. And so I was just like, what's the tea, girl? You had us like, you were really rooting for that relationship, and now we hear nothing. Why is that? That's very curious. So, as always, this is a legend and for entertainment purposes only, besties. There are zero facts here, just intuitive impressions from some crazy psychic on the internet. How could I possibly know? That being said, thank you to everybody that says through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. Hello to my besties. Hello to my regulars. We hit 4K. How exciting. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, my roses have still lasted. How long has this been? I've had this for like 2 weeks now, and they still look exactly the same. I'm obsessed. But yeah, there's really not much that I have to cover in terms of what to expect from this video. Like I said, I just looked at their relationship. I looked at what was going on in Wicked. I got a little bit of information on what's going on set on Wicked, allegedly. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you want to book a personal private reading with me, my website is in the description box below. Just so you guys know, I have removed the 1 hour option simply because right now clients are just coming in really fast, and I want to make sure that I can get to everybody, and 1 hour readings just take a lot out of me. So please bear with me. If it slows down, then I may bring back the hour reading. So, you know, and also please bear with me. I am one person, so it can take up to a month, but I promise you, please be patient, because you would rather me give you a reading that I poured my energy into than a reading that was just on time. You know what I mean? So, like I said, just took a look at their relationship, the potential of what's going to happen with Wicked in the musical, the potential of their relationship as a whole. Wasn't really shocked. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to cover. This one was pretty simple, and this is just for my pop culture fans. So, without further ado, all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, besties. Zero facts here. Let's get into it. All right, besties. So we are going to get an update of Ariana and Ethan. So as always, alleged and for entertainment purposes only. There are zero facts here. Right away before I even put the camera on, I was hearing the song Swing Swing. It's a millennial song where it's like, can you help me find a way to carry on again? So, and I'm being drawn to how Ari's been looking unhealthy lately. And now I'm being drawn to how Taylor Swift, how I said in my video, I think she's got a kind of leaning on substances. And is it possible that Ari's partying hard too? Because I'm seeing a parallel between the two. But is she like kind of more so in the shadows now? Because it almost feels like, yeah, because I'm hearing my Brene Brown where she's like, I'm in a shame shitstorm. I'm in a shame shitstorm. So it kind of feels like the judgment card in the reverse. Like, I'm embarrassed, so I don't want other people to see me. So, all legend and for entertainment purposes only. Let's get an update. We haven't heard from these two in a while. It's a little sus that they went from being, you know, all over the internet to not talking about it really. And I understand she could just be working. That's possible. But all legend and for entertainment purposes only. What's going on with these two? Well, then. She's really praying that Wicked is a success because she's hoping that that will bring her the happiness that she feels like she lacks straight away. Also, I feel like I need to fix this camera, so hold up. All right, sorry about that. I think I bumped it during a client reading. Anyway, with Six of Wands upright, that's like, I need my accolades. I need to feel superior again is what I'm hearing. I feel like she feels like she's off her throne right now. She feels like everybody hates her. Very sensitive. I mean, not so shocking. But with Four of Pentacles, it's kind of giving me the vibe of pretty much every celebrity where it's like, if I throw money at something, it'll make me relevant again. It'll make me important again. If you think about the Six of Wands, this is someone who's being celebrated. But I also want you to remember that when you go to the Seven of Wands, that person that was once celebrated is now being attacked. So this project, this wicked project, may not go the way she wants it to. I'm going to be honest. I'm feeling some sort of like disconnect where it's like she's pouring herself into wicked to feel alive, and it's not working with the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like, I hear buyer's remorse every time I hear the whole, I'm with Ethan Slater, whatever the hell. And again, no shade to this dude. I mean, kind of, you left a whole family, but that doesn't bring her. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, She's Never Satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Ari just thinks, like many other celebrities, that it's kind of reminded me of how Taylor was upset. So she was like, I'm going to do that whole Eras tour and then I'm going to be relevant again and people will love me. That's the same type of energy that I'm getting from Ari. Once I pop out in the musical, and I also feel like she thinks that like maybe she could get, you know, a different type of audience so that she can get away from the people that are like hating on her. So it's kind of like, let me break into a new avenue. How do I word this? Like if a singer went to comedy because everybody that loved them as a singer now hates them, so it's like, well, it'd be a new audience. So I think she also feels that she will get a different type of audience that might kind of like brush away what she's done. That's kind of the vibe so far. They're not happy. They're not they're never do I read them where it reads like, oh, I'm super happy and in love. I've seen like what? We've read 2 couples on this page that were actually happy. Oh my God, this is buyer's remorse. He's a Gemini. He's the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is like, I thought you'd be my hero and you're not. 2 of Wands in the reverse is like, there can't be any more growth. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is like pulling out of something you poured your energy into. And with Ethan being right freaking there, it's like, how do I get out of this? That's the vibe. And I'm being drawn right back to the song she wrote where it was like, oh my God, God forbid something happens. Lisa's song is a smash where it's like, it's very obvious that she feels shame about, you know, having any form of a breakup or any sort of bad publicity. So we yet again have a pop star who is not happy in her relationship and wants to pull out with that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, because with that, if that was upright, that would be like we're slowly growing, we're getting to know each other, we're really pouring in the time and energy. But 2 of Wands reverse right next to it, we're fighting. Knight of Swords in the reverse, we're not getting along. I think this is why we don't see them as much anymore. It's almost like it's reminding me of like, no shade to Aries, no shade. But if you've ever dated an unevolved Aries sun, Venus and Aries in particular, they'll love bomb the shit out of you and it'll be really, really hot and heavy, but then it dies off just as fast because it's not sustainable. That's the energy that I'm getting. It's like we went in hot and fast and we had to prove our love and everybody hated us. And you know, Ari just needs that love from everybody. And so now she's in this headspace of like, she's banking on Wicked to be a success so that she can be happy again. Because she's just not happy with Ethan. It just is what it is. With Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's very loud to me that it's like, if I had a choice, which she does, but in her mind she feels, a lot of times we feel like we can't get out of something because we don't want to look stupid. I'm hearing egg on my face, so she's embarrassed. But she's like, if I had a choice, I'd remove myself, but I'm already in. Yeah, I'm hearing, if anybody knows Sum 41, I'm hearing the song I'm In Too Deep. So it's like, this is what it is. I'm stuck with this now. It's kind of, yeah. The world. Self-sabotage. Yeah, it's like this reads to me like 2 people that don't even like each other. Like, it's almost like, I feel like he tries to bide her back, like bide her affection, because again, it's Ariana Grande. Of course he's going to be a simp. Like, that's shit. I'd be a simp for Ariana Grande if she was into me, you know what I mean? But with the World card and self-sabotage with that 10 of Swords in reverse, it's like, she refuses to end cycles that don't benefit her. It's like, I have to look good at all costs, even if I don't look good. Because, like, with the World, I'm being drawn to how, you know, the woman's naked, which is reminding me of, like, vulnerability. And it's like, when I'm vulnerable, they hate me. When I choose something that I love for me, they hate me. I can't win either way. And then she chose something that she loved, that she felt was right for her, that she fought for. And now it's like, oh, shit. Again, it was another ooh, shiny moment. Think Aries energy. And if you're an Aries and you're going to yell at me, the shoe fits. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, the Empress, she doesn't feel like she's on top of the world anymore, but she feels like the wicked thing will really help her get back into the spotlight. I think she's really banking right now on the fact that, like, people are going to love me again once I hit the musical industry. People will love me again. I'll be back on my throne. I'll have popular press. I keep hearing, like, the press will be good. The press will be good. They'll care about seeing me again. It's like her trying to enter. It just reminds me of, like, if you were ostracized from a group, because I'm seeing, like, the Breakfast Club, where it's like if you were ostracized from a group, so you try to, like, infiltrate another one. That's kind of how I'm feeling for her. It's like, well, my fans are starting to see that, you know, not all that glitters is gold. Maybe I can infiltrate musicals, and maybe that'll be what makes me a star again, makes me worshipped, or whatever the hell she thinks it's going to do. Out of my comfort. Spirit, why the Eight of Swords in reverse? Yeah, she holds herself in these problems and then she acts out, because that Knight of Wands is her. It's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy. I just keep hearing that song, She's Never Satisfied. And it's like, I don't want to be with you. I'm going to be real with you. Like, all legend for entertainment purposes only. This reads to me like I don't want to be with him. Like, it's almost like a resentment too, because I'm being drawn to how the Empress and the Knight of Wands are right next to each other. So it's almost like I lost being top dog because I chose you. So it's almost like she's got blame towards Ethan now too, where it's like, I'd still be top dog if I didn't get wooed by your whatever, but it takes two to tango, you know what I mean? So I think she's got resentment towards Ethan right now, because it's like, you're the reason I'm not on my throne, basically. And she just sabotages herself. There might, I don't know what's going on with the wicked thing, so forgive me. But I feel like there might be issues on set. Because with the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands reversed, that's like obstacles. It's also like delays and things. It should be going faster than it is. I almost wonder if they're having issues on set, because it's reminding me of like couples that, yeah, they're showing me a scene from Jane the Virgin where like they have this show and they're like madly in love, and then they go cut and then they fucking hate each other. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like Ace of Wands, it's like the passion's not there anymore. Like, you ever notice how people fall in love, like, supposedly anyway, when they get on set with each other? It's almost like the passion's not there anymore, and so there goes the resentment. So I think that there's been issues on set. I don't know if they'll come out and say this, because the way that they want to be perceived as 100%, I doubt this will come out, to be honest with you. But this is almost giving me the vibe of like, I can almost see Ariana being upset, stomping her foot, being like, this isn't enough. It's reminding me again, if you've seen Jane the Virgin, the father, he's very fucking dramatic and it's got to be his way. Yeah, I'm hearing the song My Way or The Highway. So I almost wonder if she's giving like the cast a hard time as well, because it's like, she's a perfectionist. Does she have any Virgo placements anywhere? I mean, I feel Virgo energy whenever I read A-listers, because they're so hard on themselves and everything like that. But for her, it's like her life is riding on this musical right now. Unhappy home, 10 of Cups, what did I say? But are you going to leave, Ari, or are you just too proud? Because, my God, this reads like, yeah, I'm hearing the song. This is a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And then here comes fucking Ethan's baby mama. Yeah, and then the kid on it. She doesn't want to do this anymore. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not the happily ever after I had set up for myself. It's like, how can I get out of this relationship without looking stupid? The main hang up she has right now is like, I don't want to look stupid. But when I tell you this woman's miserable, it's like, I'm going to call myself out, but I'm also saying that like, I know better than to do this. This reads to me like somebody who wants their own family, and I don't think she's doing anything wrong to the kid necessarily, but this reads to me like someone who would resent having stepkids. Like, it's got to be my family. I don't want like outside forces. I don't think she's evolved enough to be able to have that. And I think there's a point of contention with the ex, of course. I also think that there's issues with like custody or something like that. Maybe the chick doesn't even want her around the baby. Lily? Thank you, Spirit. I feel like Lily might have issues with Ari being around the kid, because I almost see her on the phone with Ethan being like, your girl got issues. Like, yeah, because I'm hearing the song I Got Issues. I can't think of the name because brain no worky one channel. But yeah, with Accept Loss literally on the card, it's almost like she's going to accept the fact that she's not happy because it's like build a home, build a family. It's giving me like maybe if I stick it out and have a second kid, because I'm being drawn to how there's 2 children here. So it's like maybe if we have one of our own, then it'll feel like my own family. But I just feel like she's resentful because it's like, this isn't my child. It's not my kid. This isn't my family. I took the family, but it's not like I feel bad about it. It's like it's reminding me of Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, like how Goldilocks broke in and then was like, you have the audacity to be picky about your bed. Like, that's kind of the vibe, if that makes any sense, where it's like you're upset because you don't like the circumstances, but you could have chose somebody that didn't just have a newborn and a wife. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to empathize. But again, I'm not really using my emotions. So however you feel, that's up to you. Yeah, 4 of Wands. She's not fucking happy, bro. Trying to get unstuck. I think she also plays this game of like withholding love when she's triggered, which is fucked up, but I gotta call it out where I see it allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, no facts here. But I think she might find excuses to like get out of the house. It's reminded me of how like Brittany was away from Sam Asghari a lot of the time. How she was in a different house just trying to find herself. This is giving me the vibe of like Ari trying to be like avoiding the situation. So like, let's say Ethan has the kid, suddenly Ari's got plans or something like that. Or maybe she's keeping an emotional distance from the child. I could kind of feel that too, because it's like, I don't belong here. Like I'm hearing the song, something is wrong here. I don't belong here. Sometimes I feel like a stranger. She feels like this isn't her family. And so I think that right now she's like withholding love from Ethan, probably distancing herself from the child a little bit. I think she might actually be dealing with depression. I'm going to be honest. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional, but when I touch the sun card in reverse, it's kind of giving me the vibe of like trying to grip onto whatever makes me happy. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? I think that Ari is depressed because it's like when we fight for things that our ego wants instead of our heart, we really quickly realize that it doesn't fill the hole within us. And I feel like that is where Ariana's at right now. It's like, this is not filling the hole, so let me pour into my, I don't even want to call it a side hustle, but like my new avenue. It's like, maybe if I take this chapter, do something different, I can get a new audience, new life, new version of me. Who's this? She's constantly searching for external shit to make herself feel better. Okay, there she is. Yeah, it's like a timing thing. It's like, I'm repeating myself. She's also afraid that this is going to tank. And it actually might with that Wheel of Fortune. Because it's like so many people hate me. Because I see her look into the past with this card. Like I say to my fellow tarot readers, never underestimate the value of the imagery. Look at how she's kind of off to the past, how her face is. And she kind of reminds me of like the Mona Lisa where she's not smiling. So I almost wonder if they're worried this is going to flop. There's like it could go either way, honestly. I don't want to give you a definite. It kind of feels like a 50-50 with the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of riding on this whole like celebrity culture thing, to be honest with you. But I think with the Blockout 2024 too, that's getting to Ari as well. Because again, with that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like my very foundation's falling apart. And that's the one thing that I could depend on. And I'm afraid that Wicked's going to go down too. So there is a chance, because I keep hearing like box office sales and like not meeting, you know, the numbers we want to reach. Does that mean that she won't? It's possible that she'll still do well. I mean, there are hardcore Ari fans, but people that are starting to look sideways and being like, why do you care so much about money when we got war and all that shit? I think that she is getting hit with the trend that's going on right now, and she's concerned that Wicked's not going to do well. I just keep hearing box office sales. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. When I tell you that this girl, just like every other freaking celebrity I read, needs therapy, 4 of Swords is like thinking and really just kind of, I just see her like in her bed just reflecting like, how did we get here? How did I get here? What did I do? Like, where did I fuck it up? Where did I miss the mark? Like, it's like You ever see that meme? I bring this up a lot, where it's like, it's a black and white thing and it says the point and it goes over the guy's head and he watches it. It's like she just doesn't get it because she won't open her heart up to the right types of people. She goes for things for validation, not because her heart's in it. It's like even this musical thing. It was like, let me try something new because I have to. It's more. That's what it is. It's like, the only way I know how to describe her energy is like, you ever have the munchies and you have to keep eating to the point where you're like, I feel physically sick, but I still want to eat. That's her. There is the void within her is just so deep and strong and she just can't fill it with anything. And so she just avoids herself. I think she feels lost. I think she feels like she's not enough, which is sad. But at the same time, it's like, you dug your grave. You know what I mean? So, and again, I just feel like, and I'm hearing Dalton. So it's like, did Dalton like say you're going to regret? Because I'm hearing the song, you're going to miss me when I'm gone. I'm an alto. I can't sing high notes. But it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, what goes around comes around. Yeah, because now I'm hearing Alicia Keys, what goes around comes around. So I almost feel like she's also grieving Dalton right now. Because it's like, I didn't listen to him. I didn't take his advice. It's kind of giving me like she's actually reflecting. Is she going through a solar return? Is she around a solar return? Because that's the vibe. It's like, what have I done? Like, that's kind of the vibe. What have I done? How can I remove myself from this? What have I done? I think she's starting to act a little bit erratic. I think this is why she's not in the news as much anymore. Because it's like, I don't think there's anything to be talked about. I think she's depressed. I think she's angry. I think she realized she fucked up, but she's too proud, just like every other celebrity, to just admit that she fucked up. And so this is where we're at. Yeah, it's like refusal to deal with the heartbreak. Lovers. Speaks for itself. Yeah, wish fulfillment that it's like, this is not what I wanted. 9 of Cups in reverse. I tried so hard. I worked so hard for this. And look, it brought me nothing. This is chasing a high. This is chasing something externally outside of us and not being, she's not grateful. She's not happy. She doesn't like Ethan. No one's going to convince me she likes this guy. It was something to chase. And once she got it, it was like, okay, now what? She reminds me of the type where she needs to prove herself. And I don't think she has to do that with Ethan because, again, he just gives me simp energy. And so for her, it's like, well, what's wrong with you? Why are you being so nice? And I almost feel like she might be actually kind of mean to Ethan. Not that he doesn't deserve it for what he's done to everybody. Everybody played a role. But all I'm saying is I think that she might be taking it out on him because I'm hearing the words punching bag because it's like, who else has she got to yell at? You know what I mean? I'm being drawn to like J-Lo and Ben Affleck. I almost wonder if we might eventually get like either blind items or like a candid of them like arguing, or you could just tell in their eyes that they're not happy because it's just like, I think this is why we're not seeing so much. You know how Taylor just floods Google with so many rumors and so many pictures? I think the reason you're not seeing a lot of Ari is because of buyer's remorse. Double. There's Dalton. It's like, oh no. She's like, this is who I was supposed to end up with, wasn't it? I fucked up. This is like when you realize you fucked up a good thing. Now, I'm not here to say, I don't know their story. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do. I wouldn't even be shocked if she put someone on a pedestal that doesn't deserve it. I mean, look at what she did with Ethan. But from what I'm reading, this is like, I made a deal with the devil. Like, that's kind of the vibe. It's like, I gave up a good thing for my pride with that 4 of Cups. It's like, nope, not listening to you, Dalton. Nope, don't want to hear it. You're wrong. I'm right. Blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, fuck it. I'll prove myself. Everybody wants me. And then she realized very quickly that she doesn't want a simp. She wants a guy that's going to call her on her ish. She needs to be challenged. And so with this whole Ethan situation, it's just like, this is not doing it for me anymore. She's not happy. So I mean, I can't sit here and definitively say, is she going to dump him? Because the pride and the need to be perceived as perfect is so strong that I don't know. Yeah. Come on, guys. Strength is about pride. Does it say pride on there? That would be helpful. Inner strength? No. Is the reverse pride? Whatever. People who read tarot, you know that strength means pride too. Yeah, it's like she would leave if she thought that no one would come for her. That's the vibe of this. The Emperor. Yeah, she really just thought she could just band-aid into another relationship. I'm seeing like Frogger. And it's very clear that it's like she's the masculine, because I don't necessarily agree with this. I don't have any opinion on it, to be honest. If it hurts your feelings, then I don't support it. I don't know. I don't care. But it's kind of giving me the vibe of like, from Ari's perspective, it's like, I have to wear the pants in this relationship. I have to be the man in this relationship. You're a simp. You say yes to everything that I want. It's almost like this could be an argument for, and I'm not going to let good guys get away with this, because there's a difference between good guys and nice guys with a motive. But this is kind of giving me the vibe of like a good guy being fucked over. Not saying he's a good guy. I'm saying, like, I'm hearing the song, "What Do You Want From Me?" And then I'm seeing the scene from The Notebook where it's like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "I don't know." She doesn't want him. That's the problem. And because he will yes man everything, it makes her more and more miserable. Okay. Yeah. Seven of Swords. She's lying to us. The stars reversed because privately, Two of Swords, she would like to separate. But Death reversed, she refuses to change. She's way too proud. She's just not willing to make herself look a fool. What's the back deck energy? Yeah, it's like, so I'm going to pour into my work, make that. I do fear. I don't know if that's a Freudian slip. I don't know. It feels like she fears that this is going to flop. There is a possibility that this is going to flop. And the only way that this won't is like, there are people that are going to be grateful that are into musicals that Ari's a part of it. So I don't think it's going to flop in the way that you would expect it to, but I don't think it's going to do as well as you would expect it to either, because that Ace of Pentacles is the last card. So it's like, the work that I'm putting in is not going to pay off. That could really just be metaphorically speaking too, because the Hierophant's right next to it. So it could be job and relationship as well. Like everything that I'm doing, it's not paying off. Hierophant card, my job, my relationship, I'm not getting what I'm giving, or I'm not getting what I want out of this. And so I think right now she's just kind of having like a identity crisis, for lack of a better term, and like just pouring herself. Are people worried about like her mental health and maybe like addictions or anything like that? Because I could see her like maybe leaning on substances if things were bad, because I'm just being drawn to like drinking or like just trying to numb out because she's just not happy. Yeah, Nine of Swords, Justice upright though. Three of Cups. That's like, be careful what you wish for. With that Nine of Swords, it's like, I got what I wanted and look at the cost. Because when you think Three of Cups, it's like girls coming together. But notice how she's been dragged because she's not a girl's girl. It's like, I got what I deserved. And so I think that she's kind of having to deal with that. And I think that's why she don't really want to be seen. I think she's having trouble eating too. So if there's any rumors about like anorexia or anything like that, I don't think that's the case. I think she's just so stressed out that she can't eat. I think she's having trouble sleeping. I think that she has no idea where she's headed next, and she's just riding on Wicked to be a success. That's where Ari's at right now. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is like, I feel like everybody abandoned me, with the Nine of Pentacles right next to it in reverse is relationships, but also it's like, will this actually bring me my independence back? Will this make me queen bee again? Or was I handed a dose of realism, and is it too late? Because I'm hearing the song, is it too late to apologize? Yeah. Page of Swords is internet perception. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like all the time and energy I put into stuff, it was wasted. King of Cups in the reverse. I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to give. And I don't think Ethan has anything to offer and to give either. I think they're both kind of sick of each other, to be honest. I think because Ethan's kind of just like, ooh, goo goo gaga, it's Ari. I think he puts up with it more. But if I'm being honest, I just think this is a dumpster fire of a relationship. And again, it's no shade. And if God forbid they were to see this, hey, you want to book a reading with me, Ari? I'll tell you how to figure this shit out. I'm not judging, but I mean, literally, as I say, that Page of Cups, which is playfulness, which is exactly what they need to bring into their life if they wanted to. But then look, Ace of Swords, Ten of Wands in reverse with the Page of Cups is like, I want to be playful. Apparently I'm shedding. I apologize. But with the Ace of Swords, it's like, I want new opportunities. I want new ideas. I want to be inspired again. And I'm drawn to the crown. So it's like, I want to be on top. Ten of Wands, it's like, but in order to do so, I would have to drop what I've already gotten myself into. And I can't do that. The Death card's reversed. I can't. I'm too proud. Page of Cups is giving me the vibe of like the fish in the cup. It's like, it doesn't even matter if this is the cup I chose. this is the cup I have to go with. I don't know why, but it's reminding me of that Kardashian. She's actually, I thought she was one of the most beautiful ones. She was the heavier one, and then she got all that work done. But she was dating like a basketball player that cheated all the time. And I think she said something like he's a piece of shit, but he's my piece of shit. She said something along those lines. I could be wrong. That's the same type of vibe where it's like, this is the fish I caught. This is the bet I have. I'm going to have to lay in it. So, yeah. And then with King of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like she's more concerned about her money than anything else. It's like, is this going to be what ruins me? Is this going to be where my career falls apart? Is this going to be where I can no longer be that it girl? That's all she really cares about right now. And I just, no remorse towards the ex-wife or whatever at all. It's more just like pissed off that she had to adopt a family. It's like, I wanted a family of my own. And it's like, I get that personally. I hear you, but then you should have never humored the situation. You know what I mean? So that's kind of mean girl behavior. But it feels like she's dealing with those emotions and she knows she's in the wrong, because I feel a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, but it's kind of coming out in like a Jamie Lynn Spears type of energy where it's like, it's coming out as anger. I think she's lashing out at Ethan. I think she's distancing herself. It's reminding me very much of when Brittany was not really in the house with Sam Asghari. It's kind of giving me that vibe. So if there's rumors that they're like living separately because they're busy or some shit like that, it's really because she can't stand him. Like, she can't. She needs to be challenged. Dalton was someone who challenged her. Ethan is a yes man, and it's just not it's not a right match. And because she's too proud, she's pouring all of her energy into Wicked, but also because she's so angry, I think that the cast and crewmates might be dealing with the side effects of all of her flipping out. Does she have Virgo? I feel Virgo with every A-lister, but I just think that she might actually be kind of unraveling. I'm being drawn to how Nicki Minaj went nuts over that Cardi B diss and like lost her shit all over Instagram. So I'm not saying Ari's going to do that, but it feels like it's that same type of energy where she's like losing her shit and being like, what have I done? What is this going to cost me? Did I fuck up for good? Like, that's really the vibe of this. It's like, because you can't get into the life of a child. You know what I mean? That's an innocent life. And I think she realizes that. So I wouldn't be shocked if she's distancing herself from the kid, because I'm being drawn to all the snake imagery I have around on my table. So I think this whole relationship's problematic, and I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen. If you guys want, I can do a reread on this after Wicked comes out, but they've been so quiet that I was like, this will be a good way to start the week. I know we're curious what the hell's going on. We haven't heard from them in a long time, and well, allegedly, I'm pretty sure that's why. My opinion, no facts here. So as always, thank you to everybody that watches my videos. Subscribe if you're new here. We would love to have you join our crew. You can book a personal reading with me through my website in the description box below. Just so you guys know, I removed the hour option just so it's fair for other people to be able to get readings as well. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. But yeah, subscribe if you're new here. Comment down below. And always check the community posts for future polls on what readings we'll do. But I will see you guys in my next video, besties. So thank you.